All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Buddy Moorhead Stadium here in Conroe, Texas. Here we have a District 13 6A matchup between the Caney Creek Panthers and the home team, the Conroe Tigers. Now, an interesting situation as both of these teams share Buddy Moorhead Stadium as their home stadium, but Conroe this year will have the home field advantage. They will be on the home side. And actually something interesting today, they are wearing their throwback uniforms, if that is what is to be believed as what we saw during some of the pregame warm-ups. They're wearing their black helmets, some old throwback gold uniforms, much like the ones that Buddy Moorhead once coached his players in. And they're wearing their black pants as well with that. Now, something interesting to note also is that the last time that these two teams played each other, it was a pretty close game, a really high-scoring game. The score ended up being 42-45 in favor of the Tigers. So we'll have to see if maybe Caney Creek can try to play a little bit of spoiler here to Conroe High's playoff aspirations. Now, their playoff path, it's pretty much they have to win out. The few weeks ago, they did lose to Grand Oaks here at home, and that was a huge game with playoff implications, as it was really those two teams for the fourth spot in the district, And with Grand Oaks getting the win there, and with the Grizzlies still having a promising rest of the season, it is looking like for the first time in school history, they will be the ones taking that fourth playoff spot, and they will be making the playoffs for the first time in school history. But anyways, tonight I am Wesley Turner, and I will be your one and only commentator for the evening. As all the pregame festivities are going on. Let's talk a little bit more about this game here. Some playmakers on both sides of the ball that if you are somebody at home, you should definitely be looking out for these names and for these numbers. For Conroe, on the defensive side of the ball, you got number 0, Alex Coy. He was the defensive newcomer of the year last year in the whole district. He was a sophomore on varsity last year. He's a junior this year, very much wanting to replicate that success that Conroe had at the defensive end position with Jaden Ramos last year, who was a 3-star and left to go play college football at the University of Southern Carolina. Also have number 3, Braylon Mills. He's a wide receiver for the Tigers. One of their quarterback, Cameron Nunley's best or most favorite targets, along with number 8, Elijah Harris. So those two names, expect to hear them called out hopefully a lot. Now something interesting. This is the first game back for tackle Dejan McCullough.
Imagine you are her. After your annual mammogram, you learn you have breast cancer. But your expert Houston Methodist team assures you they'll use the latest cancer research and technologies, collaborating to treat and remove the tumor and reconstruct your breasts, restoring symmetry, sensation, and your sense of self. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. For you, Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Keating Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Conroe ISD Athletics. We're suited up to equip your team with a versatile Silverado, heavy-duty or Colorado, spacious Tahoe and Suburban, or sporty Equinox, Trax, and Trailblazer. Keating Chevrolet has a large selection of certified pre-owned. After you've left it all on the field, come pick out your next Chevrolet at Keating Chevrolet. Keating Chevrolet is pleased to partner with Conroe ISD for every game, every play, every win. Come visit us today or browse online at KeatingChevrolet.com.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Wood Forest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank, we're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Wood Forest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Oh, we want to thank all of our sponsors, all of our wonderful, amazing sponsors who help us keep these type of live streams, these streams, all of our social media channels, all of everything that goes on with the District Communications Department. We thank them because they are really the ones that give us the funding to keep this all going. But as I mentioned before the break, this will be the first game back for senior offensive tackle Dejon McCullough for the Tigers after he unfortunately went down with an injury in the playoffs last year. His timetable of return has passed, and now he is able to take the field tonight for the first time this season. Almost a year away from the game of football. We will have to see how he does tonight, or if he's on a limited snap count, or if he does play the full 60 minutes. I should say 48 minutes. Yeah, last year, this game for Conroe, it was closer than they wanted it. They had a 21-0 lead, and then they kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit in the second half. Started putting in some backups, and then Caney Creek was able to just build a lot of momentum and actually almost pull off the upset. They were driving deep into Tiger territory before the Tigers pulled off a crucial stop to win the game and keep their record. It is a beautiful night here. Starting to get dark a little bit earlier, starting to get a little bit cooler outside. The signs of fall are definitely here. Next week, of course, is Halloween. We will be having games going on in the district. We will have, I believe, yes, there will be 2 games streaming. One on this channel, Conroe ISD Athletics Moorhead Stadium, and the other one at Conroe ISD Athletics Wood Forest Bank Stadium. I'll have to check a little bit later in the broadcast just to see which exact games will be happening. But tonight, the game between the home team, the Conroe Tigers, and the away team, the Caney Creek Panthers. This game, it actually, in the early 2000s, in the late 2010 or the early 2010s, it almost was one of the rivalries in the district, Caney Creek and Conroe. So there's still a little bit of that rivalry in this game. Conroe has won majority of their past outings, however, including the last one that did end up 45-42 for the Tigers. We'll have to see if it's a high-scoring game again this year. But right now, I'm going to step away as the presentation of the colors by the Conroe JROTC and the singing of our national anthem will happen. My apologies there. Our schedule's a little bit mixed up, but you can see on your screen there, the Panthers, they are ready to run out of their tunnel that they have, and they are ready to get this football game started. They're ready for some football. I am ready for some football. All of the people here in the stands are ready for some football. Most of them decked out in their pink gear. This is both teams' pink out game for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So now both teams, the wind is starting to blow a really strong here as here come the Caney Creek Panthers. Being led out, it seems, by some elementary school kids, some middle school kids, which is nice to see. They love to get the community involved, Caney Creek does, as here you can see them running out onto the field. Like I mentioned earlier, most of the players wearing pink accessories, pink socks, pink armbands, pink wristbands, pink tape in favor or in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As here come the Tigers. Conroe Tigers taking the field. Their record stands right now at a record of 4-2, I believe. Yes, a 4-2. Correction, I believe it is 5-2 currently. Once again, I'll have to check. Fortunately, do not have my entire stat sheet with me tonight. I am a one-man crew, so you have to bear with me if I do make a couple of mistakes here tonight. Now both teams have taken the field, and we will await the playing of our national anthem and the coin toss, and then we will be ready for some football. But yes, Conroe on the year, they are 4-3, 2-3 in the district, with losses to College Park, Grand Oaks, and Willis. The remaining schedule is tonight against Caney Creek. Then they'll play at the Woodlands at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. That game will be streaming. That will be on Halloween, so a very spooky matchup for the Tigers there. And then finally they will close out the season at home against Cleveland. So the Tigers, they want to have a shot to get into the playoffs. They will have to win out. As now I will step away for the presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Today, the colors are represented by representatives of the Conroe Tiger Battalion Junior ROTC. They consist of left guard, Cadet Sergeant First Class Williams, Texas Flag, Cadet Staff Sergeant Carlisle, American Flag, Cadet First Sergeant Killian, Right Guard, Cadet Staff Sergeant Puntos. Performing our national anthem this evening will be the legendary Conroe Tiger Band. Please join me in standing until the colors have exited the field. Thank you.
After a wonderful rendition there of our national anthem by the Conroe Tiger Band, the legendary Conroe Tiger Band, we are ready for some football here after the coin toss. Your captains for Conroe be number 43, Duntavian Duckett, number 75, Frederick Weidman, number 35, Ozzy Quintanilla, and number 7, Caden Williams. For Caney Creek, your captains will be number 55, Jorane Cornejo, number 58, Isaiah Rivera.
Okay, gentlemen, shake hands.
It looks like it will also be number 3, Jamonte Kuhn. And the final captain will be,
Again, I'd like to congratulate you, gentlemen.
unfortunately not able
Captains.
to catch his number.
Heads, tails, what would you like? Call tails. It's the heads. Conroe, you win the toss. Would you like to kick, receive, defend the goal, or defer? You want to defer. You want the ball, correct? Okay, going to kick from the clock this way, correct? Okay. Conroe has won the toss. They will defer the second half. Caney Creek will receive. Gentlemen, shake hands. Let's have a great game.
So Conroe deferring to the second half, which means we will see Caney Creek start with the ball. And actually now we can get the name of that final captain, which is Rigo Masis, number 36, senior linebacker for the Panthers. So we will see both teams' kickoff units, or Conroe's kickoff unit and Caney Creek's kickoff return unit, come out onto the field. Back deep to return will be number 1, Amarian Hughes, and number 3, Jamonte Kuhn. The kicker for Conroe will be number 49, Nolan Bradbury. Kuhn and Hughes line up at about their own 10-yard line. Ball is teed up, and we are ready to go here in Conroe, Texas. So the ball fell off of the tee, and it looks like we do have some strong wind gusts. So the wind could be a huge factor in this game. Bradbury's kick is away, and here we go on Friday Night Lights, and it will be Kuhn to return, and is going to try to mix them and miss. He'll be corralled at his own 15-yard line by a whole host of Tigers. And that is where we will see this Caney Creek offense start with the football. They're going to be led out tonight by number 10, Caleb Marshall, junior quarterback. He's been the starter under center all year so far. There you can catch a nice glimpse of those throwbacks that I was mentioning, the gold jerseys with the white outlines and the black and white stripes is now Marshall. He's going to line up 2 in the backfield. That's going to be number 7, Jance Baselli. It's going to be a handoff to Kuhn. Kuhn, he's going to get a good couple of yards there on first down. So they're having Kuhn line up as a running back for the first play of the game. In the backfield now, freshman running back Derek Thompson. One of 2 freshmen on either team's roster, and he will be corralled at the line of scrimmage, or it looks like they're going to give him a few yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. So actually, Caney Creek with the chance to get the first down here. Only need 1 yard to go. ball on their own 26-yard line. A minute of game clock has passed. The play clock is winding down inside of 10 seconds. Marshall's going to look to throw. He's going to look to throw over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. So now it's going to be 4th down and 1. It looks like Caney Creek is going to keep their offense out on the field, which is something that you got to do against a Conroe team like this, especially if you are Caney Creek. Being aggressive, Conroe showing a blitz. There's going to be a flag, and it's going to be a false start on the Panthers, and now the punting unit will come onto the field. So what was looking to be a promising drive and almost the 1st down, they were a yard short. Looks like they were going to go for it on 4th down. Then the incomplete pass. And then the false start sets them up for 4th down and 6. The snap gets behind the punter. He is going to, that's going to be a safety. So a safety to start the game for the Tigers on the botched snap. It looks like the referees are saying something.
Offsides. Defense, number 41.
So there was an offsides call on the Tigers, negating the 2 points, and now it's 4th down and 1 again. And now here come the Caney Creek Panthers offense, and they're going to send them back out on the field to try and go for it here. One yard to go for the Panthers. Marshall's going to line up in the pistol formation. Conroe showing a blitz. They're going to send, it's going to be a handoff to Thompson, and Thompson is going to get very close. We'll have to see where they mark him. They're going to give him the 1st down. 1st down for the Panthers. Caney Creek, not a team that will shy away from running the ball. They like to play some of that smash mouth football. As now Marshall lined up in the gun, 3 receivers to his right. He'll send his man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Thompson again, and Thompson is going to get, he's going to get 2 yards there on the carry. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. This drive already taken up some play clock, or some game clock, I should say. Already 2 minutes and 30 seconds have gone by. As now Marshall is going to send his man in motion. He's going to look to throw. Now he's going to look to run. He's escaping in the pocket. Now he's going to look to run. And Marshall, he's going to fight his way for a couple of yards. Caleb Marshall on the QB rush. You love to see the quarterback getting physical in the running game. Marshall, one of those quarterbacks in the district. Seems like a lot of the quarterbacks in the district actually love to run the football whenever there's nothing to go. He wasn't able to see anything open, so he saw a hole and he ran through it. As Marshall will line up in the gun now. Conroe showing a blitz. It's going to be a handoff to Thompson, and Thompson, he's going to try to break some tackles, but he won't be able to bring up 4th down. And it looks like on 4th down, they're going to send out the punting unit. 4th and 4 to go. Last time, the snap actually got away from the punter, Logan Massey. Have to see if they get a clean execution this time. Back to return for the Tigers will be number 24, Xavier Harmon. And the punt will get away, and that's going to be a good end-over-end punt. Harmon's going to look to return it. He's at his own 30, the 35, the 40. He's trying to break tackles. Now he's trying to cut back inside. He's trying to get blockers, and it's going to be tackled at about midfield, but there will be a flag down on the return. Right about where the tackle was made. A good tackle there by Jance Baselli, the junior wide receiver.
On the return, hold on the return team, number 31. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Gonna get Xavier Young, the sophomore, on the hold. So now Conroe will start this drive from their own 39-yard line, or correction, their own 40-yard line. Nunley will line up in the gun. So now there's a whistle. Referees give the ready for play signal. It's going to be a handoff to Myers, and Myers will be swallowed up for about, let's see what they give him. They're going to give him 3 yards there on the carry. A good play there by the Caney Creek defense, swarming on the football. And now Nunley getting the play from the sidelines. Game clock, 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Nunley is going to hand off to Myers again. Myers is going to find some running room, trying to bowl his way for a first down, and he's going to get very close to it, but they're not going to give it to him. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, and now the Tigers going with a no-huddle offense. Going to be another handoff to Myers, but he will be met in the backfield for a tackle for loss from the Panthers. Now Conroe's going to keep their offense out in the field. 4th down and still 4th down and 1. It's going to be a RPO. The pass is going to be complete for a first down. The pass goes to number 2, Caden Barnaby on the reception. And now Conroe showing off that patented no huddle offense that they run so often. They run it very well, not letting their opponents get any sort of reaction time. As now it's going to be a handoff to Myers again, and Myers is going to bowl over a man at the 40-yard line. A big run there for about 8. They're going to give them 9 yards, and once again, no huddle offense for Conroe. 3 receivers to Nunley's left. 1 to his right at the bottom of your screen. That will be Barnaby. Nunley is going to look to throw another quick pass to the outside. And now it's going to be Elijah Harris who's going to find some running room and go into the end zone for a touchdown for the Tigers. But now there is a flag down on the field, so this one could be coming back. Nonetheless, a great catch and run there for Elijah Harris. But we'll have to see whether or not all the players are walking back. Signaling that it might be on the offense here.
Personal foul, number 74 of the offense. 15-yard penalty, still first down. Second down.
They're gonna get the freshman there. Freshman offensive tackle Tate Rosso, only on sportsmanlike conduct, so it'll be, instead of a touchdown, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the Caney Creek 48-yard line. Empty set for Nunley. Nunley's going to look to throw. He's got some time. He's going to look to unload deep. He's got a man and is going to be caught. And into the end zone goes number 3, Ray Jalen Mills in for the long bomb touchdown. Now Bradbury will be on to kick the extra point. The holder will be number 47, Roberto Garcia. Snap is a little bit high, but the kick is going to be good. So the first points of the ball game will come with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. So you can see a long bomb perfectly into the hands of his receiver. So now the score, Conroe 7, Caney Creek nothing. The game currently going on our sister channel, which is Conroe ISD Athletics, Wood Forest Bank Stadium. It's Willis and Oak Ridge. Willis currently leading that game 7-0. So now for the second time tonight, we will see the kick return unit for Caney Creek and the kickoff unit for Conroe. Conroe was able to cover the kick pretty well last time, able to tackle Kuhn at his own 15-yard line. We'll have to see if they can replicate that success here. So now the band is firing them up. They're playing. You hear the train horns going. As now the kick is away. And that one will go into the back of the end zone. A big booming kick will make sure that Caney Creek starts their next drive at their own 25-yard line, which is actually better field position than they had last time. So we first down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Last time, Caney Creek was forced to punt, but not after getting a first down. We'll have to see what happens here on this drive. Marshall, it's going to be a flag down for the play.
Snap, number 69, leaning backwards. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So, a leaning backwards penalty, or probably just a false start by number 69 for Caney Creek. Cody Lane, sophomore offensive tackle. So now Marshall, be a handoff to Kuhn, trying to get, or actually to Thompson, correction. He'll try to get back some of that penalty yardage. He won't get very far, however. But I was able to talk to some of the players for both of these teams and some of the coaches before the game. For Caney Creek, they need to make plays for their offense is what. As now Kuhn on the screen pass, he's going to get lit up. A huge hit there by number 13 for the Tigers, and that is defensive back Damian Horace with a huge hit there on what looked to be a screen pass. And a good football IQ there too, able to sniff out the screen before anything broke free. Marshall will send his man in motion. Kuhn, he's going to look to throw. It's going to be a screen pass to Worthy, and Worthy's got some space. He's in the open field. He's at the 50, the 45. He's going to try to get a block, and he's going to be tackled. No, he's going to be not going to be tackled. He's going to get out of bounds at the 30, correction, the 28-yard line, deep into Tiger territory. Huge play, huge first down for the Panthers. Now, correction, in the game at quarterback for this drive has been Peyton Beckett, which is something interesting as now no whistle was called And Thompson, that was a very interesting play. There wasn't a whistle blown, so Thompson was able to get 5 yards there. But now that I'm thinking about this, is something that we've seen from Caney Creek before, where they have switched out Peyton Beckett and Caleb Marshall, switching them every drive. So now it's 2nd down and 6. It's going to be a quick pass out to Kuhn. Javante Kuhn, he's going to try to get some space. Won't be able to get any, and that will bring up 3rd down. Going to be 3rd down and 4 here for the Panthers in Tiger territory. Correction, 3rd down and 3 is where they're going to officially mark it. Excuse me. Beckett's going to look to throw. He's going to be on the run. He's going to be chased. He's going to be sacked. Ozzie Quintanilla on the huge sack for the Tigers. And now on 4th down and long, Caney Creek will keep their offense out on the field. Very interesting decision. A little less than 3 minutes left to go here in this first quarter of action. So there you can see the Conroe Tiger Band getting pumped up for this 4th down and 13. We'll have to see what Caney Creek has drawn up. The play clock is winding down. 5 seconds, 4, 3. They're going to get it off. And now Beckett, he's going to try to escape. Beckett, he's going to be stopped, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Tigers. The gutsy move does not pay off for the Panthers, so now Conroe will get the ball at their own 32-yard line. It's that play. They're going to give him 2 yards there on the carry for Myers. It's now Nunley, 3 receivers to his right in the gun. Nunley's going to look to throw. It's going to be a quick pass. It's going to be close to the 1st down marker. They're going to give it to him. That pass was caught by Caden Barnaby, senior wide receiver. It's now a handoff to Myers. Great job blocking by the offensive line, as now Myers is going to get the ball across midfield into Panthers territory for the Tigers. Conroe, they've been running this no huddle all night. This seems to have been working for them. Nunley's going to look to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket. Going to be close. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. That is number 49, Gody Valdez, senior defensive lineman. Correction, it won't go down as a sack. He was across the line of scrimmage, but still a good tackle nonetheless, as now it's 3rd down and 1. It's going to be a quick pass again to Barnaby. And it looks like he may have stepped out of bounds, but no, they're going to say that he kept in bounds, and now they're going to give him the 1st down for the Tigers. Under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Nunley's going to look to he's going to hand it off to Myers, and Myers, he's going to try to find some space, and he, one man to beat, is gone into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Alex Myers, as now a late flag, a very, very late flag.
You got an injury timeout. Injury timeout.
And an injury timeout.
Hey, Coach.
That flag was thrown extremely late, so we'll have to see what exactly happened, if it is on the offense, if the touchdown will be coming back or not. Referees still no signal on the flag. This now looks like they're still going to kick the extra point, so it may not be a touch or a penalty that negates a touchdown. But we will have to see.
Unsportsmanlike on number 52, the offense. That'll be 15-yard penalty on the kickoff.
So it's sportsmanlike on number 52 for the offense. That'll be senior offensive lineman C.J. Shaw. It's now, once again, will be Bradbury on to kick the extra point. Garcia, the holder. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. So your score, 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Conroe 14, Caney Creek nothing. And you could just see here on the replay, Alex Myers able to find a huge hole and able to break tackles and almost walk into the end zone. That was also a great job blocking by the offensive line, so you can't discredit that one bit. This once again will be Kuhn and Hughes on to return this kickoff. Coincidentally, the score for that Willis and Oak Ridge game that I mentioned earlier is also 14-0, so deja vu, same score at both stadiums currently. As with the penalty, Bradbury will be kicking off from his own 25. The kick is away. It's a good kick. Be caught and returned by Kuhn. He's going to look to try to find some blocks. Now he's going to try to find some open space. Won't get any, and he will be met in a hard hit there by C.J. Mooring. So the ball will be placed at Caney Creek's 27-yard line. First down and 10. Now Marshall will be in the game at quarterback now. Also a new running back, Jonathan Javier. So Marshall will be in the pistol formation. He'll have two receivers to his left. Going to be a handout to Javier. And Javier is going to get 2 yards, and Conroe came away with the football there. And are they going to say that it was a fumble? It indeed was. Fumble and recovery there for Conroe. So now Conroe in prime position to go up 3 scores here in this game. Caney Creek's defense, if they get a turnover, this would be the perfect time for them to get one. So now Nunley will be lined up in the empty set. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Take the snap, he's going to look to throw. He's going to be sacked in, he's going to try to escape the sack, but he won't be able to. Once again, number 49, Gody Valdez, in on the sack. The second time he's gotten a tackle or a sack on Nunley all game. So now, with the clock winding down, that will take us to the end of this first quarter of action. The score at the end of the first quarter, Conroe 14, Caney Creek 0. Now coming out of the end of the quarter, that little break that we had there, it will be 2nd down and 15 at the Caney Creek 34 for this Tiger offense. Nunley relaying the play call to his players. It's now interesting formation. It's not going to work out for them at all. Number 0, Xavier Martinez, meets Nunley in the backfield for a sack on what looked to be a designed quarterback run. On the interesting formation, they had a flipped offensive line, it looked like. So now it is 3rd down and 18. Myers will be in motion. Nunley's going to look to throw. Pass will be complete to Mills. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and long. We'll have to see what Conroe does here. 4th and 12.
We have an injury timeout. Injury timeout.
And now it'll be an injured Tiger down on the field. Just want to say, with Halloween coming up, some of the students at Conroe, specifically of their AV club, KTIG, which I am also a part of, they are putting on their very own haunted house attraction. They call it the Dead of Night, and I have been there. I have walked through it with our principal, Dr. Smith, and let me tell you, folks, if you have not been, then you gotta go. The final 2 nights are Wednesday the 29th and Thursday the 30th next week, but it's $5. It's cheap, and let me tell you, for $5, it is worth your money. It's $5 cash at the door, $7 online if you go to ktignews.com. As now, here comes that Tiger offense. It'll be number 72, Zach Bolin. Will be at guard now. It's going to Looks like it's going to be a flag, and they're going to get a false start on the Tigers, which will back them up even further.
Prime snap. False start. Number 3 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Look at Braylon Mills there on that false start. And now we'll bring on the punting unit. So what looked to be a huge turnover and what looked to be a drive that Conroe could go up by 3 scores, 21-0. Turns into a 4th and 17 and a punt. Garcia gonna punt it from about his own 50. And it's going to be a good punt, and it looks like it's going to roll to about the 6-yard line, the 6 or 7 yard line, and that is where Caney Creek will start with the football here on this drive. They had the fumble on the first play of the last drive. Definitely not something that they want to recreate, but it definitely is something that the Conroe defense would love to have happen again. Now it'll be Marshall in the game as the quarterback. Conroe running a 4-3 defense. Looks like it'll be Javier in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Javier, but he will be met in the backfield. Ozzy Quintanilla, and it looks like it would also be number 7, Caden Williams, combining for the tackle there. But they will give Javier 1 yard, bringing up 2nd down and 9. A little over 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Thompson in the backfield now. It's going to be a handoff to Thompson, and he will be met in the backfield by Alex Coy for the loss of 3, which will bring up 3rd down and long. This Conroe defense so far on this drive doing a good job of converging on the football. It's 3rd down and 11. Marshall, 2 receivers to his right and left. He's going to look to throw. Now he's going to look to run. He's going to flip it forward. It's going to be incomplete. Bring up 4th down and 11. They'll bring on the punter, Logan Massey. It'll be Elijah Harris and Xavier Harmon back to return the punt for Conroe. Also got to remember, Conroe does get the ball coming out of half, and it's going to go over the punter's head and into the end zone, or through the back of the end zone for a safety.
We have a safety.
And that snap just went way over the head of Massey. So that'll give the Tigers 2 points. This brings us now to a very odd score of 16-0. If you are a huge football fan like me, then you would know that now with that, this game's scoreagami chances just went way up with that safety. For those of you who don't know, scoreagami is a term used to describe a final score in the NFL that has never happened before. I think the most recent one was the Bills, and no, I believe it was the 40-40 overtime tie that happened between the Packers and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Massey will kick this from his own 20-yard line. The kick is away. Be returned by Mills. Mills is going to try to find some running room, and he will get some. And he's going to find some more, and he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. Flag thrown towards the end of the play. So you can see here on the return, Mills able to make some miss, able to put on some moves.
Holding. Number 22, the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So they're going to get holding on the Tigers. Number 22, Shane Patterson. Tigers start at their own 42-yard line. And they line up in the gun. Myers in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Myers. He's going to get the first down for the Tigers. Good first down run by Myers there. So it's going to be a quick throw to the outside to Harris. And they're going to say he did not complete the process of a catch. So the pass will be incomplete. And that's something interesting. Conroe, they've only taken really one deep shot, which was that long ball touchdown. Otherwise, they've all been short passes. As now this play will be a handoff on second down. Myers will get 9 yards, and they'll bring up third down and 1 here. A little bit of a high snap. Myers will get the first down there. Another Tiger first down. Conroe's offense has been able to move the ball very effectively so far tonight. So now Nunley is going to look to throw. He's got time now. He's going to look to run. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage exactly. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. So now second down and 10, under 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. Be a handoff to Myers. Myers has been having a really good game so far. Thanks in part to that offensive line that Conroe has. Now that pass is going to be complete to Braylon Mills, and he will get into the red zone. First down and goal from the 10. There's really the first time that Conroe tried to throw a pass or a medium pass that have either been short or long balls. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Nunley. And Nunley will get, let's call it 7 yards on the carry. Quarterback keeper read option play, it seemed. Only receiving the call from the sidelines. Could also see in the background the bands getting ready, as now will be a handoff to Myers. Myers trying to power his way into the end zone for a Conroe Tiger touchdown. Second touchdown run on the day for Alex Myers. Bradbury will be on to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. Bradbury's kick almost hit some of the color guard that is warming up for Caney Creek. We will show you all of the halftime performances from both schools' bands, color guards, and drill teams. I will step away. I know you're probably already tired of hearing my voice, as I am the only one on call for tonight. So I'll let you have a little bit of time. Just enjoy the bands, enjoy the color guard, enjoy all the halftime festivities. Plus, I don't know about any of that stuff to commentate about it enough. Be very boring. It's Bradbury. All teed up at the 40-yard line. Once again, Kuhn and Hughes will be back deep to receive the kick. Caney Creek's offense needs there the tee, or the ball falling off of the tee again. And there it goes again. The wind starting to pick up here tonight. You can see, or I can see the flags waving. And now they're going to send out. Actually, you can. This is actually a rule. You can't have somebody hold the ball like that for the kick, especially in conditions like this. And the kick is away. And it will be returned by Hughes. And Hughes get a decent return there. Caney Creek will get the ball at their own 23-yard line. 23, also the number of points that Conroe is up by here. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. So here comes this Caney Creek offense. Beckett will be the quarterback for this drive. Kuhn will go in motion. It will be a jet sweep. And he will not get very far. He's going to get 1 yard there on the carry. Looks like in the backfield for this drive will be number 6, Aaron Williams, the sophomore running back. Caney Creek, a very young running back core. So now Beckett's going to look to throw over the middle to Hughes, and it'll be caught for a first down. This is what Caney Creek needs to do. They need to get the ball moving. Ball moving and score some points here to try and get back into this ball game. Now, if the game last year is anything to go off of, also got to remember that there's still another half of action to be played. Because now it'll be a handoff to Williams, and he will get nowhere. Good tackle there on the play by number 7 for the Tigers, Caden Williams. He's been one of the playmakers so far tonight for the Tigers. But as I was mentioning earlier, it was only last year that Caney Creek actually came back down 3 scores at halftime and made that a very interesting ball game, as now Beckett is going to look to throw, overshoots his man, pass intended for number 3, Jamonte Kuhn. Third down and 6. Williams in the backfield. Kuhn will go in motion. Whistles before the play. It looks like they're going to get a false start.
False start, number 64 on the offense. Still third down.
So still third down, but now third down and 11. Had to see what the Panthers have drawn up. Panthers not afraid of being a little bit tricky with some motions or some trick plays. Now Beckett's going to look to throw. He's going to be on the run. Throw over the middle. Pass is caught for the first down by Amarian Hughes. Great improvisation by Beckett. Good throw on the run for the first down. First down at their own 48-yard line. Kuhn in motion. He's going to bobble the handoff. Looks like it was a jet sweep to Kuhn, something that they've ran before tonight. But instead, it'll go down as a loss of 4, and 4 minutes are left to go here in this second quarter of action here at Buddy Moorhead Stadium in Conroe, Texas. You are watching this game, which is the 13-6A division matchup between the Caney Creek Panthers and the Conroe Tigers. Once again, I am your one and only commentator for the night, Wesley Turner. So now it will be a handoff to Williams. Williams is going to try to find some running room. Williams is going to get a first down and goes into Tiger territory inside the 30. Goes Aaron Williams. Able to find a good hole directly up the middle. So now, with play clock is winding down. Inside of 10 seconds, another handoff to Williams. He will be stood up by number 35, Ozzie Quintanilla there on the stop for the Tigers. Under 3 minutes left to go here in this first half of action. Got to remember, Conroe gets the ball coming out of the second half. Now the Panthers, Beckett's going to look to throw. It's going to be a throw to Williams on the swing, and Williams is going to get a good couple of yards to bring up third down. Clock is still running. We're getting close to that 2-minute timeout. One of the new things implemented this year in high school football. Mimics both the pro and collegiate levels, as we will reach that 2-minute timeout. Your score, Conroe 23, Caney Creek 0. Two minutes left to go here in this first half. The second quarter winding down here. Wind is still blowing. It's actually had some pretty good gusts all night. see that just by looking at the stadium flags here that represent all of our Conroe ISD schools. All the Conroe ISD high schools, I should say, is now 3rd down and 8 from the Tiger 26-yard line for the Panthers. It's going to be a bobbled snap. Bring up 4th down and long here, and now they're going to keep their offense out on the field to go for it, but Conroe first is going to take a timeout. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go. Once again, you'll be able to see performances by both teams' bands and both teams' color guards and cheer teams and drill teams and all of the teams, all of the wonderful halftime entertainment. Speaking of halftime, on the KTIG News YouTube channel, which is a student-run, almost basically TV channel that goes on at Conroe High School, you can catch the first episode of our senior producer, Abram. His wonderful mind has created up a show that he calls Halftime, which goes over all of the halftime performances and performers and what leads up to their performances at halftime and what goes into preparing and just overall what they do, because nobody really trying to get a little bit of insight into the performances. As now Beckett is going to look to throw. He's being pressured. A whole host of Tigers going to try to just unload it. Pass is going to be incomplete. Flag down. Flag down in the secondary, so that could be a first down for the Panthers. So let's see what it is. Definitely in the area of a pass interference.
Defensive holding, number 24, the defense. 10-yard penalty.
They're going to get Xavier Harmon, the Stanford commit, 3-star cornerback, on the hold. So now, Beckett. It's going to be a handoff to Williams. Williams won't get very far. Now, 1 minute and 30 left to go here in the ball game. Not in the ball game, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but in the first half of this ball game. 2nd down and 9. Beckett. It's going to be another handoff to Williams. Williams is going to get another couple of yards. Clock will stay running inside of a minute now. Quintanilla once again in on the tackle. Beckett, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Beckett's going to look to throw. He's going to look to throw deep, and it's going to be caught by, no, we're going to say it was incomplete. Pass intended for Amarian Hughes. So you can see there, looks like the ball hit the ground. Hughes was not able to complete the catch.
Timeout, Caney Creek.
Now Caney Creek will take their first timeout of the half. Now 2 touchdowns remaining for both teams. Give you guys a score update on that Willis and Oak Ridge game. Currently the score is 21-0 in favor of the Wildcats. After the timeout, it'll be 4th down and 8 with 32 seconds left to go. until halftime. Wind is definitely starting to pick up, which could be a factor in the second half of this game. Now 4th down and 8. Bikun in motion. Beckett's going to be an incomplete pass. Pass intended for number 18, JJ Martinez on the screen. 28 seconds left to go as Conroe will get the ball at their own 17-yard line. It'll be interesting to see. They could possibly just take a knee and take us to halftime. Don't have to run 2 plays. It looks like they are going to run their regular offensive formation. Be a handoff to Myers. Myers will be brought down. Clock is running. They don't have to get another play off. It looks like they're just going to let this clock run down into halftime. This is now the score at halftime of this game. Conroe 23, Caney Creek 0. I will step away and let you enjoy the performances from the drill teams and the bands and the color guards for Conroe High School and Caney Creek. And I will see you at the second half. All right, well, after some wonderful halftime entertainment from both schools, we are ready for a second half of action here. 24 more minutes of football will be played. Currently, Conroe is up 23-0 on the Caney Creek Panthers. But you never count a team out of the game until that clock hits triple zeros in the fourth quarter. We definitely saw that last year in this game. Actually, a quite similar score. I believe it was Conroe was up by 21 points. And Caney Creek came roaring back, only to fall 3 points short of a victory. Game ended up being 45-42. Conroe was able to hold on, and that was actually one of the first times that we saw Cameron Nunley that season get some varsity reps. And now he is the full-time starter, junior quarterback, and he will see the field first here in the second half. For the first time tonight, we will see this Conroe High kickoff return unit. The returners back deep will be Braylon Mills, number 15, Jackson Taylor, who are lined up inside their own 5-yard line. Massey on the kick for the Panthers. Going to be a little bit of a pooch kick and onside. Ball's got to go 10 yards. And a scrum for the football. The onside kick attempt will be recovered. So a gutsy move pays off. The onside kick recovered by the Panthers in Tiger territory to start the second half. And this is a huge chance for Caney Creek to get some momentum and get some points off the board and get rid of that goose egg of a 0. The play only took 1 second off the clock. So it'll be Marshall in the game at quarterback. Marshall, handoff to Williams. Williams will be met in the backfield. Ozzie Quintanilla, making his presence known here tonight, is that senior linebacker. Quintanilla also a part of the school's weightlifting team, and he has shown that strength here on the defensive side of the ball all night. It's now 2nd down and 10 from the Tiger 45. Marshall's going to look to throw. He's going to lateral it. That's a live football. No, they're going to call it incomplete. Great awareness by Marshall, able to get the ball out. Going to rule it incomplete. Looks like it was almost sideways, so any pass sideways or backwards is deemed a fumble on the lateral. But they're going to say that ball went forward a little bit, so incomplete pass. So, 3rd down and 10. Huge 3rd down. Whistles blow. Timeout, Caney Creek. Play clock was winding down. So they took their first timeout of the half. First timeout of the half, 2 remaining. I'd like to thank you all for watching this game. Sticking with us through the first half and through halftime. Now coming out of the timeout, 3rd down and 10, huge 3rd down, or a pretty big 3rd down for the Panthers. It'll be Kuhn going in motion. Marshall's going to look to throw. Marshall, he's going to look deep. He's got a man, and the pass is going to be caught at the caught inside the red zone. 1st down, Amarian Hughes. And now this Panther offense is showing some signs of life, as they are now in the red zone. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Marshall in the pistol. Kuhn will go in motion. Handoff to Williams. And the sophomore running back will get 3 yards on the carry, bring up 2nd down and 7. This is a huge opportunity that Caney Creek must capitalize on. Getting the onside kick to start the half. Be a perfect start on the offensive side of the ball if they're able to get into the end zone. Kuhn in motion again. Marshall's going to look to throw. Throw to the end zone will be incomplete. Pass intended for Amarian Hughes. Good pass coverage there by Xavier Harmon. Harmon is committed to play college football at the University of Stanford. He's going all the way to Cali. Just like Jaden Ramos did last year. Is now Marshall's going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, try to run for the 1st down. He's going to slide short of the 1st down, though, so now 4th down. And this is a huge play now. Fourth down and 3. Offense will stay on the field. Marshall will get the call from the sidelines. Got 2 receivers to his right in the pistol formation. Conroe showing a blitz. Handoff to Williams, and he will. It's going to be close. We'll have to see where they mark it. 1st down, Conroe. Turnover on downs. Huge stop for the Conroe defense. It was number 43, Duntavian Duckett, in on the tackle. So now we will see the first glimpse of the Conroe offense after halftime. And that was a huge missed opportunity by Caney Creek to try to get some points on the board, unable to convert on the 4th down and 3. Now Conroe will start with the ball at their own 11-yard line. Nunley, handoff to Myers. Myers met in the backfield, or directly at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Had a couple of Panthers converge there on the tackle, which is something that they have been doing very well all night. Is now Nunley lined up. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to your bottom of your screen on his left. Is now will be a handoff to Myers. Myers trying to find some running room, making some men miss, and he'll get the 1st down. Myers showing the elusiveness. He's typically a power back. He's usually will just bowl right through some people, but you can just see there, he does a little stutter step, tries to juke out another man, but that was number 24. Now is another handoff to Myers. Get the 1st down. Conroe so far in this game has been very run heavy, which is something very interesting. Very heavy on the run game, especially the power run game with Myers. Which, I mean, if you go back to last year, even though they did have Jermico Green, Jermico was more of a receiving, elusive back. So this is really the first year. This is also the first year under a new offensive coordinator too. New offensive system is now. Nunley is going to look to throw. He's got time. He's being chased now. Now he's going to try to run. And Nunley, he's going to lose the football. And waiting for the official signal. They're going to say it is Caney Creek football. A huge takeaway. Number 36, Rigo Masis comes up with the football on the fumble recovery, and now Caney Creek gets the ball, the best starting field position that they have had all night inside Tiger territory at the Tiger 32-yard line. So now it will be Beckett in at quarterback. Caney Creek once again playing that 2 quarterback system, switching them out every single drive it seems. And around to Kuhn. Kuhn, he's going to be able to get the first down and a little bit more into the red zone. And that's where Caney Creek, they're not afraid to do those end arounds, the reverses. Sometimes they'll pull out a double reverse. Maybe a double pass. You never know what you're going to see from this Panther offense. Beckett, handoff to Williams. Williams will get a yard to bring up 2nd down and 9. 7 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter here at Conroe, at Conroe High's campus actually. You can see on some of those wide shots, whenever they kick the extra points towards what I believe would be the north end zone, that is where that building is actually Conroe High's athletic building. So now Beckett is going to look to throw. It's being pressured. Throw over the middle will be incomplete, but there is a flag down in the backfield where Beckett got hit, and it looks like it's going to be a roughing the passer and a big first down for this Caney Creek offense.
Personal foul. Number 4 of the defense. Late hit on the quarterback. 15-yard penalty. After distance to the goal, automatic first down.
C.J. Mooring is who they're going to get on the roughing the passer. Half the distance to the goal and a first down. Should bring up first down and goal from the 9. So 9 yards to pay dirt for this Caney Creek offense. Caney Creek so far only 2 wins on the year, coming against New Caney and Cleveland. Beckett. It'll be a handoff to Williams again. Williams won't get very much of anything. In fact, they're going to give him nothing. Mason Hinojosa in on the tackle. 2nd down and goal. Still from the 9-yard line. Beckett getting his receivers set. 3 receivers to Beckett's right. 1 to the top of your screen on an island. So the snap is going to be bobbled. And C.J. Mooring with the clothesline tackle on Williams. Just slung him down. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 15. Both teams have been running the ball a lot, so this clock already almost close to 5 minutes left to go. And we'll be in motion. Beckett's going to look to throw. It's going to be incomplete. It was a screen pass intended for Williams. So now on 4th down, they are going to send out the field goal unit to try to get some points on the board. Actually, will they? Yes, they will. Place kicker for Caney Creek will be Juan Perez. Snap is a little low. The kick is going to be not going to have the distance, and it'll be no good. So back-to-back red zone drives for Caney Creek, but no points to show. We've gotten 2 turnovers, one of them on the onside kick and the other one the forced fumble. But unfortunately, Caney Creek's offense just hasn't been able to capitalize. Now here comes the Tiger offense, 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Nunley will hand it off to Myers. Myers will get another good run. He's actually had a really good yards per carry average. Don't know exactly what it is, but it seems like every time that he has been handed the football, he has gone for 5 or 6 yards. Which 5 or 6 yards on 1st down, that's a way to get the ball moving and win a football game. And now a little bit of a high snap to Nunley. Hand off to Myers again. Myers is going to get the 1st down and more. And now Myers is going down the sideline, and he will be ran out of bounds. We'll have to see where they mark him. Nonetheless, a huge play by the running back, Alex Myers. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the Caney Creek 44. Be Shane Patterson in the game as the running back. The receivers to Nunley's left. Nunley's going to look to throw a quick pass to Harris. Harris is going to try to make some men miss. He's got a whole host of Panthers, but he's able to break through them for a 1st down. Conroe once again going back to those quick screen passes, and that time it worked. You can see there Harris able to find the room in those defenders, as now will be a handoff to Patterson, and he will get 5 yards on the carry. Shane Patterson was also named this year's Mr. Pink for Conroe High School at their pep rally today. Mr. Pink is a fundraiser that all of the senior boys do, where whoever raises the most money for breast cancer awareness will be deemed that year's Mr. Pink. It's now a handoff to Patterson. Patterson will get close to the 1st down, that they won't quite give it to him. But it was indeed Shane Patterson who did raise the most money, so he was deemed this year's Mr. Pink and received a basket full of pink food and drink items from our wonderful Stuco, our student council members. And now it's 3rd down and 1. Handoff to Myers. Myers is going to get the 1st down and more, and he's going to be tripped up inside the 15. Ball will be placed at the 13-yard line. So now 1st down for the Tigers. Conroe has to win out to remain hopeful for playoffs. It's now Nunley. He's going to hand it off to Myers, and Myers is going to be tripped up again. So just a little over 2 minutes left in the game, or in the third quarter of this game. 2nd down and 8 from the 11-yard line for the Tigers. Play clock winding down, under 10 seconds. Still not set in their formations. 6 seconds, 5. They're going to get the play off. Nunley's going to try to roll out. Now Nunley's going to look to run. It's going to be tackled on the play. Fans calling for a flag. But the rules state that it is not a penalty if he is grabbed by his jersey. It's only if he is yanked down. So as much as the crowd hates it, the defender was in the right there. There is no penalty. Hand off to Patterson, and he is not going to get the first down, which will bring up 4th down for the Tigers. They're going to keep their offense out on the field. Now this is big for Caney Creek if they're able to stop them here. It's 4th down and 5. Conroe most likely will try to go with the hard count, maybe try to draw them off sides and get the first down. So this is where Caney Creek has to stay disciplined. And there's the free play and a touchdown for the Tigers. The penalty would have been off.
Offsides, defense, that be declined. Touchdown is good.
So the touchdown pass to Elijah Harris stands, as now Bradbury will come on to kick the extra point to give Conroe the 30-0 lead. In this ball game. Snap. It's a little bit botched, so the try will be no good. So your score right now is there. You see just a quick pass to number 8, Elijah Harris, for the touchdown. But now your score, Conroe 29, Caney Creek nothing. This is a huge drive for the Panthers that they want to have some semblance of hope going into the fourth quarter. Not often that you see teams come back from deficits. This is a 4-score game. This means 4 scores, and 3 quarters ago we once had a 0-0 ball game. But now it is 29-0 in favor of the Tigers. Bradbury's kick is away. It'll be returned. And I believe that'll be Kuhn. He actually ran into his own man there on the kickoff. It'll be Marshall in at the quarterback position. And on our sister channel, Willis has just gone up 38-0 on Oak Ridge. It is just the start of their second half over there. So these teams have been running the ball a lot, so it's already almost the fourth quarter. This game has gone by very quickly, and I believe them not throwing the ball a lot has something to do with the wind that we've been experiencing all night. Wind from those thunderstorms that are supposed to come in early tomorrow morning and last throughout the day. As now Marshall is going to look to throw. He's going to look to throw over the middle. Pass is caught by Hughes. Not enough for the first down, but enough for second down and short. .30 seconds left in the third quarter here. which means after this we will have 12 more minutes of football to go. Second down and 1 play with the game clock winding down. They'll have to get one more play off before the end of the quarter. That play will be a handoff to Williams, who'll get tackled for a loss of a yard. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The score, Conroe 29, Caney Creek 0. Once again, I am your one and only commentator for the evening, Wesley Turner, and I'm sure you're probably already you're probably already tired of only hearing my voice. And if you aren't, then that's wonderful. And if you want to hear more of my voice or see my wonderful face, you could go check out KTIG News, which is the student-ran YouTube channel, almost TV channel that we run here at Conroe High. And you can see my very own talk show, Wes's World. There are multiple episodes on there, ranging from everything from documenting our senior sunrise event to documenting a local boxing event that happened in the area at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. And if you stay tuned on next Monday, you will see the Halloween special where me and our school's principal, Dr. Smith, actually go through a haunted house together that is also put on by the school. And let me tell you, that footage, that's not something that you want to miss. So now it's third down and 1. Looks like it's Marshall going to try to run. He won't get the first down, and now it's going to bring up fourth down. And at this point in the game, it'll always be 4-down territory. Down by 4 scores. So now, have to see what they draw up here. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter of action. Marshall, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He'll send Baselli in motion. Now he's going to look to throw, but the play is whistled dead.
Private snap. False start. Number 28 of the offense leaning forward before the snap. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
And now with that penalty, it'll be 4th down and 8. So a less manageable 4th down for the Panthers. Like I mentioned, at this point in the game, every single 4th down, you got to go for it. You can't afford to give Conroe back the football. So you can see the band. They're staying into it. Now Marshall's going to look to throw. The pass is going to be tipped and incomplete. And now Conroe in prime position to go up another score as they're going to start this drive deep in Panther territory. So between this game between the Tigers and the Panthers, one could call it the Kitty Cat Bowl. The Conroe Kitty Cats are currently up 29 points against the Caney Creek Kitty Cats. Or should we say the Big Kitty Cats. So now, Nelly's going to look to throw. He's going to find his man open, Mills. And it is going to be a 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line. Nunley, a little bit of a high snap, able to corral it And Myers will go in to the end zone for another touchdown. Another rushing touchdown for Myers and another touchdown for the Conroe Kitty Cats. The striped Kitty Cats now going up against now going up 35 points against the black Kitty Cats of Caney Creek. So now the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good this time. So now your score, striped Kitty Cats 36, black Kitty Cats 0. So you can see the fan cam showing the band. Not many people have actually left this game, and now you can see the student section there in their pink out theme. Everybody's wearing pink. Is now Bradbury for the striped Kitty Cats. The kick is away, but it will sail way out of bounds. Which means the ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. And that's where Caney Creek will start with the football.
Kick at the bottom of the kicking team, 35. Ball marked at the 30-yard line. First down.
So now Kuhn will go for a couple of yards. Second down and 7 for the Panthers. Now it'll be another handoff to receiver. It'll be Kuhn again. Which will bring up third down and 6. Once again, Ozzie Quintanilla in on the tackle. Third down and 6. Less than 10 minutes to go. Handoff to Williams. Williams won't get anywhere. Actually, they're going to give him, looks like they're going to give him 2 yards on the carry, forward progress. So now it is 4th down and 4. Fourth down and 4 from the 36-yard line for the Panthers. Timeout taken by Caney Creek.
Timeout, Caney Creek.
So you can see everybody in their pink in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There you can see the cheerleaders and the band. That Conroe Tiger band, they have absolutely no quit, especially whenever it comes to games. They'll play their hearts out until very late into the game, or actually until the final whistle blows. They never get discouraged. They love having a great time. It's now Beckett will look to throw on 4th down, and he's going to be sacked. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and Conroe will get the ball deep in Panther territory. Denzel Haynes in on the sack. It's now a little less than 9 minutes left to go here in the game. Conroe up 36-0. Nunley will take the snap. He'll look to throw deep, and the pass just a little bit too high for his intended target, Caden Barnaby. So now, 2nd down and 10 at the Panther 29-yard line. Nunley in the gun. He'll take the snap, he'll look to throw. To the outside, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. There's number 8, Elijah Harris, in for his 2nd touchdown of the day to give the Tigers an even bigger lead. 42-0 now. Now Bradbury is on to kick the extra point. This kick will be good, and there you can see in that shot there the aforementioned athletic building. Now you can see that pass from Nunley, which is a good catch and run by Harris. Yeah, this stadium sits directly, actually literally in the shadows of the Conroe High campus. As during the daytime, that building legitimately casts a shadow onto the field. So whenever we say that this field and this stadium is in the shadows of Conroe High School, we mean it. Bradbury will be on to kick it off again. He's had some booming kicks to the back of the end zone. Have to see if this one is going to be returned. Now once again, the wind knocks the ball off the tee. They'll send a man out to hold it. Number 23, Casey Stout. Put his finger on the ball, make sure it stays in place. His last kick went out of bounds, and that kick will go into the end zone for a touchback. Caney Creek will take the field, first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Marshall send his man in motion. Hand off to Javier. Met at the line of scrimmage. Actually, no, the play was never whistled dead. And it was a fumble recovered by the Tigers. So now first down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Conroe's been able to force turnovers, whether it be ones like those, fumbles, or ones on the ground, is now Jackson Reagan, the quarterback now for the Tigers. Reagan will hand off to Patterson. Patterson will get a good couple of yards inside the 5. Directly at the 5 now. And I'll tell you this much, Reagan is a fan favorite with the student section. He's also one of the star players on the school's baseball team. Is now Reagan, speak of him, say his name and he will appear. He will show up big time as he will run into the end zone for a touchdown. Believe that may be the first touchdown of Reagan's varsity career. It's now Bradbury on to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So now it's 50-0. Striped Kitty Cats up 50 on the Black Jungle Kitty Cats. I just want to thank all of you that have stuck with me through this game so far, whether it be because you're actually watching the game, or I'm sure at least one of you just like really enjoys my commentary, really enjoys hearing my voice. And if you don't and you're tired of it, then I am extremely sorry that you have had to sit here. It's now Bradbury. This kick is away. And then once again, we'll go into the back of the end zone. Well, if you do want to hear some new voices on commentary over on the stream of our Conroe ISD Athletics Wood Forest Bank Stadium, my main man, Jackson Cochran, actually is with the 2 new student commentators that will be joining us next year, and he is helping them get their first live ball game action, calling the game with them. A 3-person booth, very interesting. So if you want to check that out, once again, that is Conroe ISD Athletics Wood Forest Bank Stadium. As now Marshall, swing pass to Williams, incomplete. And now 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Send his man in motion. Hand off to Williams. Williams will go nowhere. Give him a yard. 3rd down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Marshall as sends Kuhn in motion. Marshall is going to look to throw. Now he's going to look to run. Late hit out of bounds. And that will be a 1st down for Caney Creek. Well, I'll tell you this much, I ain't seen a quarterback play this good since I saw old Sammy Ball play in his heyday.
Late hit out of bounds on number 7. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Ain't seen that hard of a hitter since old Night Train Lane. Or Dick Butkus. It's now 1st down and 10 for Marshall. These new fancy formations in the shotgun. Whatever happened to single back and wing T? That's what I remember. Split back. Marshall's going to let the throw. Pass will be incomplete. There you see the dangers of the forward pass. Don't even know why they legalized it. Football was just perfect without it. Second down and 10. Marshall in the backfield. Handoff. Won't go anywhere. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. It's now 3rd down and 10. Third down and 10. Marshall's going to look to throw. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Jacob Baker in on the sack. And now Caney Creek will be forced to punt. Massey. Kick is away. It's a line drive. The ball was touched, so it's a live football. Be down in between the 30 and 35 at about the 33-yard line. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Will remain Jackson Reagan in as quarterback. Hopefully, she's trying to replicate a touchdown he had on the last drive. As now will be a handoff to Patterson. He'll get only a couple yards.
Handoff goes to number 22, Shane Patterson. Put in the back number 15, Danny Cook. 5-yard gain play brings us second down to the Tigers.
Now, with the way this game is going, this has given, so there's a handoff to Patterson. This is given both teams a bit of an opportunity to see what they got in some underclassmen or some backups. You've seen actually none of the Conroe's offensive starters are in the game, as now Reagan's going to get sacked for a huge loss. But yeah, I'm looking out on the field. There are no starters in the game for Conroe. Band's playing a little bit of Offspring now. That is very much an approved song of choice for me. It's the kick. Goes out of bounds. Flag thrown late after the whistle. So now it's time for the Caney.
Foul. Blindside block on number 44 on Conroe. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Gonna get Hinojosa on a blindside block, but now it's time for this Caney Creek offense to come out and play. As now they're talking to the officials. The officials are talking to coaches. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the ballgame. Caney Creek now will start inside of Tiger territory. Beckett will hand off to Williams. Williams will be tackled at the line of scrimmage, so no gain, no loss. Actually, they're going to say that he lost a yard. So it'll be second down and 11. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. Beckett is going to look to throw. He's going to try to evade the pressure. Won't be able to. That's number 28, Chris Gardner, in on the tackle. Gardner is a junior defensive lineman, and just like the offense, it looks like none of Conroe's starters on the defensive side of the ball are in. They're trying to get some looks at some underclassmen, some guys lower down in the depth chart. Beckett's going to look to throw to Kuhn, and it's going to be 4th down and forever. This will probably take us to the 2-minute timeout. And it will take us to the 2-minute timeout. 4th quarter just starting of that Willis and Oak Ridge game. The Wildcats up 52-0 on the Oak Ridge War Eagles. Well, if you're looking to watch some college football tomorrow, there's actually quite a handful of good games. Ole Miss and Oklahoma will be playing at 11. A&M and LSU will be playing at 6:30 our time, which 2 huge matchups in the SEC. There's actually a third at 2:30 between Mizzou and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt ranked in the top 10. I don't think I didn't have that on my bingo card this year. So, some good SEC games. The kick by Massey is away. He'll take a bounce. Here comes, once again, yeah, this is an entirely new offensive line, an offensive unit for Conroe. So no starters, no familiar faces. They're trying to get some people some looks. Reagan will hand off to Patterson. Patterson will try to find some room. Get a good handful of yards. And this is the drive. Conroe's probably just going to try to run out the clock and go into next week against the Woodlands with a win. And a good one at that. Which they need to win against the Woodlands, which is no easy feat. In fact, Conroe hasn't done it in, I believe, a decade and a half, or over a decade and a half. Patterson will run for the first down. Don't know the exact time frame, but I do know it has been a while since Conroe has beaten the Woodlands. Conroe's last victory against the Woodlands in football was actually in 2007. So run up the middle. As it looks like that will be the final play of the ball game, with your final score being Conroe 50, Caney Creek nothing. And if you want to watch that Conroe and Woodlands game, then we will be streaming it on the Conroe ISD Athletics Wood Forest Bank Stadium YouTube channel. Not remember exactly which game is happening at this stadium next week, but next week is also Halloween, so I hope you all have a wonderful time. I want to say thank you to everybody who stayed there in their snug little beds, watching on their phone, or in their living rooms with their families, watching on their televisions, or wherever you are watching this stream from. I just want to say love you guys so much, and thank you for sticking around, but it's unfortunately that time of the broadcast where I must bid you adieu. So goodbye, mwah, good night, bang. I love all of you guys. Have a safe Halloween, and if I don't call a game next week, I'll see you when I see you.